Hi Crest Kids, Mrs. Gindorf here. Today I'm going to read for you a book called Dooby Dooby Moo. It is in the series of books that are Click Clack Moo, written by Doreen Cronin and Betsy Lewin. Dooby Dooby Moo. Farmer Brown keeps a very close eye on his animals. Every night he listens outside the barn. Dooby Dooby Moo, the cows snore. Fa la 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 ba, the sheep snore. Wacka wacka quack, ducks snore. Duck keeps a very close eye on Farmer Brown. Every morning, Duck borrows his newspaper. One day, an ad catches his eye. Talent show, open to all. Where? The county fair. When? Saturday. First prize, a trampoline. But there's an asterisk, and it says, slightly used, sponsor makes no warranty, expressed or implied, nor assumes any responsibility in the use of the trampoline. Second prize, box of chalk. 2 asterisks. Actual amount awarded will be based on availability. Third prize, a veggie chop-o-matic. As soon as Farmer Brown opened his paper, he knew the animals were up to something. Farmer Brown watched them closely all day. He watched them from above. He watched them from below. He even watched them upside down. Outside the barn, late at night, he heard Dooby Dooby Moo, fa la 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 ba, wacka wacka quack. Inside the barn, the cows rehearsed Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Dooby 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 Moo, Dooby Moo 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 Moo. Needs work, Duck noted. And the mice are giving scores down here, 7.9, a 7, a 7.2. The sheep rehearsed Home on the Range. Ba, 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 ba. Fa la ba, ba, la la la, ba, ba. Duck had them try it again with more feeling. The mice are giving them a 7.2, 7.9, and a 7 again. The pigs did an interpretive dance. Wacka wacka quack, snored Duck. Day after day, Farmer Brown kept very close eyes on the animals. He watched from the left. He watched from the right. He even watched in disguise. Outside the barn, night after night, he heard Dooby Dooby Moo, fa la 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 ba, wacka wacka quack. Inside the barn, night after night, the animals rehearsed. Finally, it was time for the county fair. Duck was pacing back and forth. The pigs were combing their hair. The cows were drinking tea with lemon. They are up to something, thought Farmer Brown. Farmer Brown was not going to leave them alone. He loaded all the animals into the back of his truck and drove to the fair. When he got there, he heard Dooby Dooby Moo, fa la 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 ba, wacka wacka quack. He parked his truck and headed off to the free barbecue. When Farmer Brown was out of sight, the animals ran to the talent show desk and signed in. Cows, sheep, pigs. But there's an asterisk again. Contestants consent to the use of his or her name, photograph, and/or likeness for advertising and promotional purposes in connections with this promotion. without additional compensation unless prohibited by law. The cows sang Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Dooby 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 Moo, Dooby Moo 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 Moo. 2 of the judges were clearly impressed. So we have an 8, an 8.2, a 2 from this guy, and the cat gave him a 1.2. The sheep sang Home on the Range. Fa la 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 ba, fa la ba 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 ba. 3 of the judges were clearly impressed. 9, 9.1 from the dog, 8.9, the cat, a 2.3. It was time for the pigs' interpretive dance, but they were sound asleep. Shloink, oink, 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 oink. All the judges were clearly annoyed. Duck really wanted that trampoline. He jumped on stage and sang, "Born to be Wild." Quack, 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 quack. The judges gave him a standing ovation. Up by Born to be Wild, there's an asterisk that says, "Original words and music by Mars Bonfire." When Farmer Brown got back to the truck, he heard Dooby Dooby Moo, fa la 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 ba, wacka wacka quack. The animals were exactly where he had left them. That night, Farmer Brown listened outside the barn door. Dooby Dooby boing, fa la 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 boing, wacka wacka boing. And at the bottom it says, the events and characters depicted in this picture book are fictitious. Any similarities to actual persons, living or otherwise, is purely confidential. The end. We miss you, Crest Kids.